Oh, no, that's not what I want. Okay. Yeah, I won't go over it, huh? That's annoying. Let's pull this back up. Move that like that. For sure. All right. So we're live there. Okay, good. Let's pop over here. Okay, that's just... Okay. Very cool. It looks like we have success. Awesome. Um, um, there we go. Quick addendum. Also live on YouTube if you prefer. Comment. Copy. Now let's jump over to Tweet Face and update that. Let's check in game real quick. Boom. Boom. Maybe later. All right. Boom. Oh, nope, not what I wanted. So, wait, maybe that is okay. Boom. Well, that's nifty. Aside from the fact that, I'm drowning right off the bat. Maybe in a reach surface? Oh, maybe. 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 Oh, nope, not quite. So, yes, but... Where'd he go? Nifty, nifty. Oh, cool. Apparently we got some peeps. Nifty nifties. Hellos. So if I just do... Oh, duh. Back? Hub. Oh, no, no, no. Wait, wait. No, that's not what I wanted. Let's back and reconnect. Nope. Join. There we go. All right. Mermaid mode. I love that. That's hilarious. But I'm still here. Oh. Everyone does something sky related. Ah. Very cool. Nope, nope. What? Oh, my Lanta. You'd think I was day one playing Minecraft. Oh. I dig that. That is rad, my dude. Cool. Looks like we got peeps on YouTube and Twitch. Thank you for looking. I appreciate it. This is all a big new experiment, so we're gonna see how it goes. Okay, cool. Oh, somebody dipped. Interesting. Sorry, I'm not trying to call you out. You're fine for lurking away. I'm just trying to get used to the new setup. Still a big work in progress. I'm gonna see about changing how it looks based on the biome. Right on. Oh. Boom. Just trying to make sure that I'm not missing checks. I don't know how much I can trust this thing to. I don't know any reason it wouldn't be possible. I don't know other servers than that. Vanilla. Or, no, let's go non-modded with such things. How are we doing? 292? Cool. We still got a little bit, but we need to keep an eye on. Just, oh. Yeah, yeah. I recognize the name. What's up, Anthony? How you doing? Let's see. Oh, cool. It did pop up. Awesome. Twitch side. Okay. Neato. This is my first time doing a dual stream. I just literally got it tinkered out. Got set up just a few minutes ago. So I'm used to having Twitch up, my own, watching myself on my laptop to the side. But it looks like it's pulling up, at least Twitch's chat in the Restream chat browser thingy. So that's good. Now we just need to wait for the YouTube side. You said good, out at a park working. Nice, nice. I love that. Seems like you're always somewhere outside tinkering away, which in my head just seems unfathomable. I realize Canada's probably, you know, not a desolate island in most places. You still got plenty of green from what I've seen. You share pictures and stuff. But in my head, that's still what I think. I just think cold and freezing and like never want to be outside. So that's awesome. Arthur said, yeah, I've never seen it done on a large scale, though, and with Java and better. That's a good point. That's a very good point. Have you asked Have about it? I can't remember. Only way to get work done at home. Too many distractions. I feel like it'd for me, it'd be reverse. Ask them about their project, their server. To run. I know they had some custom stuff. Not 100% what exactly off the top though. But I do understand that I have to be conscientious of that at times. It's like nope, I'm going down a rabbit hole of not actually getting work done. Yeah. Kill you zombie. Oh, was that a carrot? Nice. Pretty sure I don't need that, but you know, I'm not gonna say no to it. Nope. Uh-uh. Ah! Hi, Denny. Ah, got him. Where'd your buddy go? There you are. No, don't eat. Stop. Stop eating. Oh, I'm out of arrows too. That doesn't help anything. Oh, smooth. Message. Zor. Dungeon. Style serve. Might have some insight. Okay, and then Anthony said, "Oh, it's warm out, and with open Wi-Fi everywhere, it's just easy go. It's easy to just go somewhere like a beach, a park beach. We have 2 days of snow this year in the city here. Oh, nice. See, that totally goes against what my brain, like my perception of Canada is. I would have figured a lot more snow, like regardless. But that's because like where I'm at here in Iowa, we get tons, and then just north of us, in Minnesota, same thing. So to me, Canada, being so much farther north, it feels like it should be like snowy pretty much. So probably custom models for attention outside because see what oh. There are places in the U.S. that get more snow and cold temps due to altitudes. Most cities can carry in valleys and plains lower altitudes. So, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's like one of those things that I never really would have thought about or considered. I don't feel like we're very high, but then again, like I have no idea. Maybe we don't have mountains or anything like that, but maybe we just as a state in general sit higher than the average. I have no clue. Not a clue whatsoever. By the way, is audio okay for you? Everything seem fine. Nothing too problematic. And what are you working on? Anything you can share, or is it all confidential? Oh wow, cool. Glad to hear about the audio. And that's crazy. Oof. That is not good. That is yeah, that is definitely something that would have never crossed my mind that you might have issues of too high of temps. Till later beer done so I can work on the next major project, a server mine to a called SSH Fox. Nifty. So can you give me like a elevator layman's explanation of what exactly later bear is? I know I've seen some comments on Hey Cafe, but I don't remember if it was more technical stuff that it eluded me or if I just skimmed past or just haven't committed it to memory. So I'm curious. I'd be interested in what in the world. I assume SSH Fox is something security based, like protocols and stuff, but I could be just way off base here. But don't bother responding if I'm distracting you. I'm not trying to add to that. Happy to just have you lurking around if that's what you need to do. So no stress either way. All I am doing is breaking blocks. That's all right. It's weird because I can faintly hear myself. I think the YouTube audio is just a little still too loud. Yeah, let's just. There we go. I wish it would give me a number. You can link networks like Blue Sky. Oh, okay. That okay? Yes. Okay. That clicks now. Like as I'm reading that, I remember seeing that it lets you link all your different socials, connect to the same time, and manage the post when you go. I think that's awesome. Nice. As many accounts as you want with this. So there you go. Okay, and then SSH Fox will be a lightweight agent you can install on a Linux server to get stats and details like memory usage, processes, and all that plus downtime alerts. Nice. Nifty, nifty. Always making the cool tools. It's been a minute since I've tried tinkering with Linux, but it seems like every, I don't know, 5 years or so, I get the itch. Usually, like, I'm talking to somebody and they're talking about Linux or whatever, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I need to give it another shot and I'll spin up a distro, usually on like whatever secondary device I have laying around. That's not my primary. I feel like maybe if I forced myself, like I just got rid of Windows altogether, I may be able to push through that learning curve. But never happens. I always run into something or another where I can't figure out how to make it run on a Linux distro. And then I'm like, nope, done with this. Go back to crummy Windows. At least I know what I'm doing there. Or I feel like I know what I'm doing, I should say. So how do I get more hours in my days? Or seems you've always got 1,000 plates spinning and actually making progress. And who was it that joined? Let's just tap Dennyfoot. What you up to, Dennyfoot? Oh man, that jerky's giving me some gnarly gas. Love this stuff. Ah, just wreck it all. Sorry for servers. Okay, okay, I can see that. That makes more sense to me. And I figured there's always a type of nerds who like to know all that stuff. Run around 50 plus, I need it for myself as all of the tools cost a lot more. Okay. Last time I looked and I can't find a solution under 5 to 15 per server for basics. Built the code already for the engine and all that, so it'll be quick one to build. Nice. Found a need and developing a solution then. Age old how to get started thing. It's awesome. Today it's a handful of, probably more than a handful of different services. And tomorrow you will not just be Anthony, Canadian web dev and creator. You will be the Canadian Google. People will be like, Google, what's Google? Who uses Google? Slowly getting it all covered. That's awesome. Beep. Get some more of this junk up in here. Bloop. We'll keep the GP on us for now. Cool. Right, we probably should retire that one. We're gonna have bigger problems soon. And let's just drop all these real quick and make sure we don't have any more picks. So I know I used to have more, but I mean, been so long, who knows anymore? I may have lost some and forgot all about it. Stuck them in a chest somewhere. No idea. I actually started to plan to make a lot of mini smaller services. I want to make it my main thing. I found an icon format and name scheme. There's another after that called Toto Sloth. I like that. One more maybe in planning after that. Okay. Nice. I love that. Delivering that superb quality on a variety of smaller aspects, and then as people need different things, they can keep coming back to you to fill those needs. And it seems like it's censored you. Let's see if I look over on the Twitch tab. Does it show me? Nope. So I didn't like something. I don't. Um, no, it's not showing me. what was tried to be said, so I don't know. Oh, hey, I bet that's Hey Cafe or Cafe, something. CA. Don't quite got the spelling right, but feels like it'd be Cafe, something along those lines. But I like that. I know some of the security peoples out there hate things being linked together because you run that risk of the domino effect. But as a consumer, like, come on, there's got to be a balance, you know? Like, nice. Yeah, it censored it for some reason. I have no idea why it thinks cafe is something it needs to censor, but whatever. It's all good. We know what you meant. That's the key factor there. I like what the restream, instead of just saying your name, like looks like the name's grayed out, kind of like you'd see on mobile, but it's also got your little like profile picture and then a little Twitch icon next to it saying like you're commenting from Twitch. I think that the picture really helps. I can only imagine, especially for creators with much larger communities and stuff. That's got to be really helpful for knowing, who you're talking to. Or if you get to the point where you got people with similar names or something like that, actually, the image helps distinguish. Saw you say something, but you have to give me a second. Eh, yep, one more. Okay. I even used the accent E, so it was not in a link format. Oh, did you put the dot in there? I bet it was the dot. It's so uptight. Oh, would you zombies knock it off? Rude. Let's eat a munch a piece of steak. It is funny because like steak and golden carrots are my go-to. Typical cliche, I know, but I don't actually eat steak IRL. Yeah, I guess a lot of the foods in games, people don't necessarily eat. But I like carrots. Potatoes are okay. I mean, I prefer mashed over baked. Rude, dude. Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Zomber. I don't need villagers right now. And we're nowhere even near home. So you be doing me no good. Uh-oh. Are we gonna die? Nope. That was close, though. Chugga chugga choo choo. Breaking all the blocks. And other news. What blocks do you folks think is closest to a lavender color? Ooh, a lavender color. Boom, close. Don't care, don't care. Lavender. It's like a purple, right? Yeah. Um, that's worthless. Purple concrete in powder form from Anthony. Um, duh, 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 duh. A softer purple. The problem is like I don't have all the thingies in front of me. I want to be able to like see all the purplish related blocks and then like be able to walk up to them and be like, oh, that one. um, oh, you stupid phone. I agreed. Yeah, I feel like purple wouldn't be bad if um wool, wool or concrete. Oh, purple is not bad. Okay, I gotcha. Probably closest to the color. I'm thinking, not sure how a wall of it'll go, but I'll try it. The texture is a little ick. New block, the texture swapper. Put in two different blocks, and they swap texture. Texture is weird, but is closest to lavender. Toodaloo's. Absolutely. Thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it. I hope work goes smoothly for you, Anthony. No problemo. I understand. I don't want to keep you from making your progress. I'll just be here breaking away, so, you know. Nothing too crazy missed. Always great to see you, though. Much appreciate. Or, oh, well, I still feel like almost is still too far off. Oh, nice. Thanks, bud. Will do. Always a good time when you're just kicking back and breaking some blocks. Yep, I will accept that teleport request, Zor. No worries. Ooh. Yeah, that's not bad. Ooh, yeah. Not bad at all. Especially with the copper having a similar texture. The purple feels, I'm misspelling that. Yep. Per feels like smaller blocks versus the copper cut. Yeah, I like that. Makes the textures there, I feel like really bring it together and make it feel related. Like the color change is different, but it's so similar in those cuts. I like that. Let's whoop. Nope. 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 Ah, yep. No. Uh. All right. Come on. Just smack into the wall, just not too hard. Yeah. Okay. Because each block is like 4 little blocks. Wait. Ow! Oh my lordy. There we go. There we go. Stuck at that time. Getting better. Getting better. Soft pink purple to go with the pale oak. Yeah. I can see that. I think that's pretty rocking. It's definitely unique in my opinion, but I don't think that's a bad thing. Like, I don't know about anybody else, but I personally don't see purple used much in general, unless we're talking about like end builds and stuff. So I always love seeing something that you don't see traditionally used a lot. Maybe purple is used a lot with the pale oak. I haven't really been paying attention for a lot. Actually, it works out well since I needed something that had a stairs variety since I also plan to use it for roofs. Oh, perfect. Perfect then. Would have been terrible if you preferred a different color without the stairs slabs. That'd have been rough. Is this going here on the Mushroom Island, or is this simply a complex sketch pad? It would be terrible. Yes, absolutely, Zor. That would be no bueno. No good. That would not be Kamsa? Kanchana. That would not be Kanchana. That is Korean for technically it's okay, but it's taught to me in replace of no problem. To be honest, I'm not sure. For now, it's a sketch pad since I have to. There's no mobs in creative though. Why would you do all this in survival? I'm part of all that living in crazy, huh? That's my guess. Because I was like, come on now. Why in the world would you want to do that? I can't use Pale Oak in creative since it's not updated due to plugin restrictions. Oh! Ooh. Okay, now that makes more sense. Gotcha. I see now. Why in the world would you choose to sketch in survival on this scale? There's a method to the madness. Touche, Einstein. Touche. And there is no accent either because I'm not as sophisticated as Anthony is. Let's go back to Diggy Diggy until he's got something new to show us. Gotta get rights to that song, Holes, from the movie. Just digging them up, dig them up, dig them up. That's not even how it goes. This is what I get. Yep. Why I'm not an artist. I have no sense of musical taste, clearly. Well, no sense of rhythm. I think it's a good song, which would be more applicative to the term taste. I think I might have mentioned, I'm not sure, uh, had somebody reach out, offer to do some editing for me on the podcast. I'm like, yeah, cool, that sounds great. Let's talk, get things figured out. Do all that. That's all good. I send them a podcast I had from a couple years back that right around the time of the hiatus that was not planned, and they get it edited up. Sounds good. I send it over to the peeps. No response. So I'm like, okay, well, let's see when they were last active. Last time active, October of last year. I'm like, oh, lovely. So this episode may never reach the light of day. And then I'm like, okay, that's fine. I've got plenty of other people that would love to come on. Let's go dig up the show notes, the questions that I've put together. See, way back, I had this big 5 subject college bound or college ruled notebook, and I had these little notebooks, pocket notebooks, and I used to, just journal, write questions, whatever came to mind, comments, anything I wanted to put down to paper in the little notebook. So one day, when I was still back 2 factories ago, working, I'm like, hey, these little notebooks that can be kind of annoying. It'd be better if I had this in like a bigger notebook where I could read more and all that. So I'm like, yeah, that's what I should do. So that's what I do. I get it all typed up or written out into the big notebook, and then one day I type it out. Well, being the genius I am at the time, funds were a little better. I had some extra income. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get this professional. So I set up a business Gmail account so I can get my own domain, and set up an email with that. Well, things happen. Can't keep paying for it, so I let it go. And initially, I'm thinking like, oh, this is just temporary. It's short term, nothing to worry about. Now, anybody who's been dealing with computers for any length of time knows that there's a rule of 3. You need to have 3 backups for everything. 2 on-site, 1 off-site. Redundancy is key. But I've learned this lesson time and time again, and I'm about to learn it again. So I'm thinking like, no big deal. Here shortly, I'll be able to reactivate it, and no problem. Well, time goes on, and I get an email. Hey, we're gonna, delete everything and close your account if this doesn't get reactivated soon. I'm like, oh, no worries. Don't have nothing there. And then fast forward to, here recently, I'm like, hey, where's my questions? Let's go find it. I don't seem to have a digital copy. 2 computers, neither one seems to. Oof, that was rude. 2 computers actively being used around that time. Nothing, nada, zilch. Lovely. Okay. Notebook. Let's think back to that. What happened there? Oh yeah, that's right. Wait, what? What just happened there? There was gold and emerald and redstone, and then it just like put all the blocks back and said nope. Rude. But the one of our cats at the time gotten ill and ruined the notebook. So fast forward, again, last year June ish, July, somewhere around there. I think it was July. We end up moving, and a lot of the office stuff, like, and at the time we were thinking we'd just stay here 1 year, find someplace more affordable, because where we're at is really quite pricey, like for the town area and stuff. It's not cheap. Oof. Oh, that was close. But yeah, so not cheap around here. And oh, am I full again? I don't think I'm picking. Yep, nope. That's not holding nothing. I just said With the purple, it makes the copper look like rose gold. Ooh, spiffy. But so I didn't unpack everything. So now I need to go rummaging around and see where, oh where do I have the original notebooks with all the questions I had planned for some of the creators and folks that I wanted to have on here, but went to do that today. Well, I shouldn't say I went to. It crossed my mind to do that today, but I've also not been on here in forever, and that's one of those things that's always one of those responsibilities that's a thorn in my side. Not that I have a problem being on here, or I don't want to be. It just I don't feel like I have the time to be here that I want to have. And I can't give the time and dedication that I feel I should. And it just bugs. But the good news is that I did get the dual streaming going. So that's lovely. VODs will now start being able to be saved to the YouTubes. So that's fantastic. We have a win there. And then as soon if I'm thinking next weekend I'm gonna make a point of getting this place tip topped. Ooh, nice. And in that process, hopefully I'll find them. Worst case scenario, I'll just, re-listen to some old ones or anything that stands out, and I'll just come up with a fresh list and it'll be all right. I think the bigger thing is that I just can't lose this momentum. I've got an episode that's been recorded. It's been edited. I need to slap together some show notes for it and stuff. But otherwise, it's essentially ready to go. But the thing I don't want to do is drop it on its own. I want to make sure that I've got a few ready to go. Hey-ya! So that's kind of what's holding me back at the moment, is I want to make sure I can get a few in the hopper and just get a few more going. And then I'll feel a lot better about it. I want to get consistent, but I don't want to just drop one here or there and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get consistent with it, and nothing. So trying to get those systems in place. Tried doing it as a live stream. Dude goes through Aura, rounds Duneplex. Great chap, wonderful dude. And it just, we were on the server at the same time. I thought it'd be a cool way to like showcase, but I find that I just get way too into the game itself, and the conversation gets hurt for that. I'm not good at waffling on my own, obviously, and even with somebody else there, I feel like I get too zoned in, and I feel like that hurts the podcast effect. Like, sure, maybe on camera, if you're watching like with video footage and you can see what's going on, that might be okay. But for anybody who's an audio only listener, that would just, I feel like, be a terrible experience. And I am the audio only listener. Like, even if it's a video podcast, if they have an audio only version, more than likely that's what I'll play. And if it can only be listened to like as a video podcast, even then it's usually on in the background. So if I'm not watching it and they're talking about something where you have to watch the screen, then I just miss context. So I don't want to do that to any listeners or anybody like that either. So it's finding that balance. I think if I can get, part of the problem is like, even when I was doing it more consistently, Jacqueline, what is up, my dude? Oh, nice. We have confirmation. The YouTube comments are working. That's awesome. Fantastic. I have set up a Restream IO. Just did it I was in stream, had just gotten started streaming. I was like, you know what? Let's just take some time. We got the time right now. There's nobody, engaging that it doesn't show any lurkers. Nobody's gonna be hurt. We just cancel real quick and figure this out. Got it set up, just bare minimum, and we were going. And I had Anthony from Hey Cafe in here earlier from this Twitch side, so I knew that was for all intents and purposes working fine. And now first YouTube stream, we got the Jacques Craft coming in. That is awesome. Yeah, I think adding a video component is fantastic. A lot of people need something to visually engage them to keep them focused. So I think it's wonderful. The person who's going to be helping me with the editing, they are comfortable with video. And so one of the things I would like to do, I've wanted to do for a long time, is to take these streams, cut the audio, and then slap the podcast over, a decent chunk, even if it's just me digging straight for a bit, just so long as there's no moment where it's like this and I pause and just, I'm doing other things off screen, or maybe I'm just talking to the chat or whatever. Like, that would be boring. But it doesn't need to be anything super fancy for the video, because I don't have the time or the patience or the skill for that. I am doing finer than frogs here, my friend. I am great. I hope the same is true for you. I've got problems like anybody else, but nothing that is truly worth complaining about. It is all minor inconveniences in the grand scheme of things. So, fantastic here. Have you released an episode yet? I'm not great at checking the socials anymore. I used to be on top of them. I was everywhere all the time. Awesome. I doubt it would let you drop You're welcome to try and drop a link. I don't know if it will block it. I imagine it would. Or, let's see. YouTube, right? Let's see. Let's go find it. Two. You have 2 podcasts? 2 what? What is 2? With the delay, I'm a little lost. Alright. Podcasts. All things blocky. Nonsense. Oh, wait, that's... Oh, I get it. It has the potential. I see what you're saying now. But very new to the YouTube side of things. That's why I'm not sure. Nice. 2 podcasts. Another person just killing it. Just rocking that house. Get working like a madman. I know I shouldn't be, but I'm mildly envious. But I'm so happy for you. That's, at the end of the day, that's just awesome. Alright, there we go. New test. Let's see if I drop it into the Restream chat. Does that share everywhere? Okay, I see it on YouTube. Good. And I see it on Twitch. Fantastic. Cool. So yeah, if I drop a link into my Restream chat, it drops it everywhere. Fantastic. So anybody who's lurking, do me a favor, go over there, hit subscribe, check out the awesome video content, check out the podcast, do all the things. You know what to do, people. If you're watching me, you've been around the block on the internet. You don't need me to hold your hand. And if you do, by all means, DM me. I will hold your hand and we will get you set up. Jacques is a fantastic person, fantastic creator, and you need to get some Jacques Craft into your life. And I apologize if it occurred to me I might be butchering your name. And if that is the case, I do apologize and feel free to let me know how I can better do the enunciation and pronunciation. Because that is not the intent. Okay. Oh, those are spuds. That's backup food. That's another shulker of backup food. There we go. Yeah, we'll go for a little longer, then we'll have to go dump and fix these tools up. I'm never sure if it's Jacques or if it's more like Yoch. It reminds me of my dad's name, which is Joachim, which for an American is just cruel. The amount of butcherings I have heard of that is, oh, okay, cool. So it shows me the Twitch and YouTube icons underneath. And then initially when I put that, it had a little circle. So I was assuming that meant like it was sending, and now it's got check marks. So it's letting me know, I think, that, hey, we have successfully sent this message to both Twitch and YouTube. I like that. Because half the time I forget about them. And so I just go about my day. And then he'll surprise me like, ah! I don't see it. Now I don't even know where he is. The second form is more closer. Okay, cool. So more like yoch. I'm sure I'm not getting that great. It's that CH. It's such a hard thing. So he always just told everybody, just call him Joe. Just call me Joe. Made it a lot easier for folks, but that's all right. We have all those the, there, them, these, those. So I gotta hear him suffer too. Okay. Nice. Let's come here and get our markers paved out. Bloop. There we go. Come here. Nice. Here in a second. Oh. Boom. And then let's just carve straight through. Wait. I feel like something doesn't seem right here. Ah, one off. One off. Now, is it just on YouTube, or are you hosting also onto traditional platforms? Like I use Podcast Addict, for example. So if I look up the podcast on there, will I be able to find it? Or is it going to be only when I'm listening on the YouTubes will I be able to listen to all things Blocky? So are you going to put out podcasts again? Yes. I will not commit to a time frame when that will happen. I have one that was recorded pretty much before my unintended hiatus. I just need to I need to slap the show notes together, put the links and everything like that. And it's ready to publish. It's all edited up. It's all ready to go. But I didn't want to publish, and then again, big hiatus, absence, nothing to follow up, and just kind of be a tease. So what I'm looking to do right now, what I was talking about a minute ago, I don't know when you came in, was that I've lost my collection of questions for some creators I had been lining up to have on. So I'm going to spend some time trying to find that, and then if that does not work, I will go ahead and just come up with like a new list. But what I want to do is I want to get a few episodes put together before I release anything. And then once I know I've got at least a couple ready to go, and I'm getting that the systems in place, the train moving to keep things going. Gumstitch! Once I have everything in place to know that, like, yeah, this is working. Me and the editor, we have a groove. Things are working out. This is consistent again. Then I will start releasing, that oldest one first, and then the ones I've recorded thereafter. The goal has been for the longest time to get 12 episodes in a year consistently. Like, if I can just, that's one episode a month. That shouldn't be hard. But life likes to kick me in the teeth, and time management, if I'm being honest, when it comes to like personal recreational desires, is not my strongest suit. Yes, I want a buffer. I want to ensure that, it's not a 1-2, everything falls to pieces again, and that I have everything I need in place to really keep delivering on that product and to hold myself accountable. If I put one out there and then just nothing happens after, a month or two, it's too easy for me to be like, yeah, well, whatever, and then I become that pattern of that creator who just can't ever be consistent. Oh, this is the new world, guys. This is the forever world. And then 2 weeks later, it's a whole new world again. I don't want to do that. So it's just being comfortable myself and believing in myself, and then feeling good about releasing it and giving it that push. How you doing, Gumstitch? Great to see you, buddy. See you're over here from Twitch. Love that for you. How you doing? Is it Monday for you, buddy, or are you still on Sunday with the rest of us? I am like, hang on, I think I heard the wifey calling for me. Jacques said, oh, I know myself, so now I will put 130 episodes a year, then I will put only 12, and I'll be fine. If I aim to 12, I'll put 1.23. Exactly, yeah. Absolutely. Gum says, good to see you, man. I've missed you. It's Monday morning. 7. Oof. Just starting the workday. I'm sorry, buddy. But yeah, it's great to see you, buddy. I almost didn't even stream today. I hopped on to Minehaus because, like, man, I haven't been on here in forever. I've got a couple of hours or so to just tinker around. Hopped on, was streaming in the Discord. Nothing really going on there. I'm like, you know what? Let's hit that go live button. Why not? And so I did that, and a few minutes in, I was like, oh yeah, dual stream. Brownie sent me some stuff on it that meant to get that all set up. Didn't happen. And so then, no. Lovely. And yep. So it didn't take all but a couple seconds. I got restream set up. Here's Yoch's creepers. Let's get those taken care of. Rude. It's not spider time. It's creeper time. Okay. Brain fart. We were talking about something. I don't know. But I hope work was good for you. I hope you had a pleasant weekend, buddy. It does sound like I'll be having to wrap this up soon, unfortunately. Okay, this is the little snippet we need to tear down. I'm gonna get down there, and then we're gonna go poke her head out and see if she's done with what she was doing. And we do need to wrap this up. Hey, Crazy Crow! What is up, my dude? Been a while since I've had to catch you live. How have you been? Yeah, well, it's hard to catch somebody live when they rarely ever are actually live. I've been great. I've been good. I've been doing really good. I cannot complain about anything realistically, Everybody's got their complaints, but nothing worth complaining about going on over here. How are you doing, my man? Everything going good? Doing well? It's good to see you. Gum says, up and downs. I've been sick for 2 weeks. I'm finally seeing the back of it, but recovery is very, very slow. Oof. See, like that sucks. That's something worth complaining about. One thing when you got like a head cold, you know, you're just not happy for a couple days. But 2 weeks down and out and slow recovery, that's brutal. I'm sorry, buddy. Not fun. Not fun at all. We've just been working on a massive Snickers. One moment. Don't normally mind one or two. That's like whatever. Couldn't really care less, but we're getting packs of them like this. That's just not okay. You gots to go. You too. I'm not good enough at this game for dealing with all you guys. Especially now that, you know, I've got all these mobs. I'm noticing my hunger is getting low. My health is already halfway down. No. Jerks. Mate, I'm heading to bed, but couldn't avoid coming here to say a hi. Hope to catch you live in podcasts again soon. Absolutely, bud. Thank you so much for stopping in. I hope you have a great night and a good rest. Really appreciate you poking your head in here. Goal is Saturdays and Sundays, just to, you know, that's the hope. I'll always, I shouldn't say always, because I don't think I even mentioned it in the Discord today, but I try to put it out there on the socials and places so you can know. Crow says, good to hear, not too terrible like you said, can't rightfully complain about too much. Good. Migraine for a week, but there's people out there with way worse things going on, right? Absolutely, but still, does not make it fun nor pleasant. Have a nice rest of your day, says Yawk. You too, buddy. Thanks, you're welcome. See ya. Oh. You can go ahead and go, but for everybody who's... Does it not let me... Well, that's just rude. I don't know why it wouldn't let me copy that, but that's okay. More than one way to skin a cat. No. Ah. That's what I get for tabbing out for a second. Get out of here. Okay. Share this for... There we go. Sorry, had to share that with you guys who just poked in. That's Yachtcraft's podcast he's working on. Haven't checked it out myself yet, but I know Yacht. I'm sure it's good stuff, so I wanted to share with you guys. And you're all creators, so, you know, go do the things. Follow each other. All great peeps. I will warn you guys that Crazy Crow, unlike the two of you, does not put a filter. So, you know, just bear that in mind. Don't put him on with the kids around, or at least check him out first. But fantastic creator nonetheless. Don't let that dissuade you or scare you off. Just be aware of what you're getting into. I'm trying to eat exactly what's a filter. Let's see what I miss. Gumstitch, it's meant I haven't been able to record any videos in 2 weeks because I lost my voice. Oof. So frustrating. Yeah, no, definitely. Thankfully, I had gotten ahead of my schedule, so I still had videos choice over the last 2 weeks. I've just been working on shorts instead, so I at least still have constant release. Fantastic. See, working with the brain power right there. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's go home, bed real quick so we're safe. Calm down a lot, to be fair. Good, cool. Hey, that's all right. I think whatever you bring to the table, that's you. Like, you know, some places are very family friendly, very chill, very calm. You know, it's almost kind of like some ASMR thing. You might want to just go sleep. And some places are a crazy riot party, and both are great. You know, we all gotta have what we like. I think that's totally fine. Thank you, you lovely dude. Oh, absolutely, my man. Absolutely. You know what it's about here. We're just trying to bring people together. You know, rising tide raises all boats. That's what we want to be. We don't want to be a bucket of crabs, you know, pulling each other down and thinking that's all about me. But I do still curse quite a bit, just calmly. Love that. I will be right back before the wife yells at me. Y'all chat. All right, I am back. Whoop! Let's not bump the desk, hopes. I guess I'm not back just yet. Crow does primarily. Crow says, I have to be honest with y'all and myself, the Marvel Rivals addiction has been real, though not as strong as it was just a couple of months ago. I've heard good things. I have not dabbled. For that reason, myself. Crazy Crow is with Adults Play Minecraft. It's a wonderful group network. I don't know what the best term would be. Um, Mostly creators, not necessarily all creators, if I recall correctly. A lot of them do Minecraft stuff. Boom. I don't know why I keep pulling things up on the laptop thinking that they're synced and I can just paste over. But it's not just that, like, boom. Oh, I guess I've misunderstood what Marvel Rivals is. Looking at the uploads. Let's see. Boom. OBS. Yes. Hey, Crow. He was asking you. No. Gum is familiar with the things I tinker with. There's a link for the YouTube for Crow. Give me a minute. Let's go here. Nope. Rude. Somebody stole the vanity URL, Gum. We need to go kick somebody's butt. I can't believe them. And there is Gum Stitch. Those are both YouTube links. You're both chatting on Twitch, so you should both realize that you both do stream. Crow, if I recall correctly, is in Mexico, I want to say. Around there. Maybe I'm off. Gum, I like to say, is a Kiwi, but is actually an Aussie. But I met him through some fellow Kiwis, so I always get it mixed up. But I've learned. I've got it in my head now. May, what is happening? Man, what a great time. I'm so glad I popped over here today. We're getting all the peoples. Haven't talked to you in ages. But yeah, Gum does, some Minecraft. He's got a really beautiful long-term world, but most of the content, I would say, yes, Honorary Kiwi, is a variety of things. Subnautica is the most recent playthrough, I believe. Or is that Grounded? Below Zero. I guess I should specify. It looks like both are going simultaneously. But there's also some VR content on there. There is, yeah, yeah. It's not a common occurrence with me, unlike these professionals I'm talking to you. I don't blame you, Crow. I don't blame you, especially nowadays. I used to always be like, yeah, I was, American born, but I lived in Germany for 4 years. I might just, forget the American born from here on out. Um, Maybe, I believe, if I'm recalling correctly, does stream more often than I do, but not super regularly. Correct me again if I'm mistaken here. Maybe we're right now we're just shouting everybody out in chat because you're all such amazing people. I mean, hey, you are here for me, so obviously, you can't be too far off the ball. But that's, debatable about how much that's my ego talking versus how much is a genuine and good, honest, solid endorsement.
No thanks, not interested in a deal.
Let's see. Boom. Well, that's all right, because I don't stream in a hot minute in between either.
We need
So
another business. We need to launder.
let's drop that there for May May so you guys can go check them out as well. Taking a quick peeksies here. Looks like we got makers and crafting. So some IRL stuff. Very cool. Very, very cool. But yeah, if you guys know me, you know you're all a bunch of great peeps, or I wouldn't be shouting you out. So scroll up, search people's names, Twitch, YouTube, connect with each other. Nice. What are you making? What's going on in the crochet? My doggy is barking, well, whining at me to go out. So, you know how it goes, folks. Everything happens in threes. We will be going till about close to the top of the hour, not quite. Then I'm gonna have to shut things down and make subs up. So I'm gonna encourage you guys again, chat amongst yourselves, hang out. I apologize. I don't have a fancy be right back screen for you like that or anything like that. You're gonna have to provide some of your own entertainment, but just for a minute, give me a minute. I'm gonna use the restroom, take the dog, go out, and I will be back with you guys and show you kind of what we've been working on this lovely house. My friend wants a dragon from Dragon Ball Z. Nice. Right on. Love that. That sounds like a good fit. So, with that note, I'm gonna go take the animal out, get myself good. Make sure y'all stretch if you haven't in a minute. Take a sip of water or whatever, tasty beverage you have nearby. I will be back. Thank you for your patience. right. There we go. I see what the connection issue was earlier. Oh, Minehaus. Good to know. Okay. Quick toursy. Now, quick disclaimer here. Everything you see was built with City Texture Pack. That's one of the ones available on Bedrock, and we just found a version on Java for the wifey because she has a hard time with the word distinction and stuff. So some things might look a little goofy. I always forget about that. Got a little bathroom here, toilet, little toilet paper holder, tub, little hot tub, back porch. The plan here, everything within the wall down there, that deep slate wall, is us. I'm going to build little animal biomes. That's what you can kind of see over there going on. Mostly okay, yeah. Had some stressful elements, but we got some housework done, some minor renovations done, shorts done, relaxed, picked up, mini-me. Nice. Busy, but good, it sounds like. Glad to hear it. I understand how that goes. Gotta... What? Oh, this is gonna drive me nuts. Let's see. Is it too many tabs? Let's close that. Anything reported in the Discord? Nope. What about Minehaus Discord? Is there chatter of issues? Oh no. What was that? Oh. Oh, thinking. Oh, wait. Join Minehouse. There we go. Okay, cool. Screwed me for a moment. Give me one moment. Oh, that's awesome. Mine apparently hit 10,000 players. 1 o'clock this afternoon. That's awesome. Sweet. No months. 121.4. Okay. Let's open up the phone because if they ask more questions, I will not see it in Discord. And then we will resume the house tour. Boom. Jen. Connection interrupted. I believe it was. Alright, let's continue on. So, enchanting area, upstairs, we had come down. Supposed to be like a little kitty tree. We have 3 cats here at home, so gotta have a place. Supposed to be like a TV. I like this one because, okay, I'm not sure what's going on with the lead there. Because it kind of looks like you're watching 2 people fighting. Nice little kitchen setup. Counters with shulkers. Downstairs back porch. Right out front. Oh, we got a wandering trader. Okay. That makes more sense now. Go ahead and get your butt in there. You'll be safe in there. Gotta head out, my dude. Was great seeing you and meeting you others. Have a great rest of the stream of the day. Catch you again soon. Thank you so much for stopping by, Crazy Crow. Much appreciated. Great seeing you. No stress, my dude. Oh, schnookers. And, of course, the egg got moved. That's alright, we'll fix that later. Do we have dirt on us? I don't think so. Really need to re-add that shulker peaker. So we'll have to fix that. Yeah, a nice little pool with a hot tub. Daisy and I created this in Creative together on Bedrock, and then just took some screenshots, plastered it over. I like with the bone meal looking in there. Over here we go. Oh. I know you're not after me. I slept, misters. Really? Rude. Rude. Yeah, that's right. Burn, baby, burn. Let's take a naps real quick. Oh, is it just me on? Yep, just me's. That's okay. Makes it easy to sleep through. Okay. Here's our fishing area. Nice little spot. Camp out nice and safe. Don't gotta worry about them phantoms if you're out for quite a bit. It's supposed to be like a little restaurant area. Got some skelly horses, a donkey back there. I love the mules. Egg collector. So gotta breed that donkey with a horse one of these days. And then our greenhouse. Nice little variety of crops and the bees. She loves the bees. And then let's take a quick scoop. Whoa! Okay, a lot of this is new. This was not all here before. Looks like somebody started poking down there. That's cool. That's goofy. I like that. It looks like there was an accident happened. Here's the front. Just started laying some flowers out. And then eventually this is all intended to be within the claimed land zone. And centerpiece. But yeah, we got some turtles over here. Keep them nice and safe. Well, it looks like Peep's been busy. This was like a little intermediate shopping area we had. Man, I know it's been a minute since I've been on here, but has it been long enough for all this to have happened? This whole thing here used to be smothered in jungle wood. And then over here we have spawn. Fun little tidbit about this. I like that. That's funny. A lot of this was originally built like this farm here. Was originally built by me when I first started the server. It was my first move from Bedrock Realms to a proper Java server. I wanted better control. This was an original building built by somebody who had started playing. Some of these things were here, the structures. Most of these farms and stuff were not here. This was here, built by the wonderful Luna. Kamiko gave me the first gift sub bomb. First raid was from Brackus. Riving Gaming UK was the 50th sub. So just some nice little homage to when this all first kick-started. Used to be a spot over here to be able to get some logs for free. Looks like that maybe got took out. But yeah, just a few different farms and stuff for people to get some basic resources. I used to have multiple portals to different resource biomes. So now we have this hub portal that will take you to the resource world, to the PvP arena, etc., etc. And then when I merged this with Minehaus, because this used to just be the Land of Hope, when we merged with Minehaus, we did, the team did a lot of revamping on here, sprucing things up. Looks really good. And then over here, a little hallway, some rules and introductions, and then this is a theater build that our lovely owner Stifler had commissioned way back when. I have no idea when. Long time ago. Hey. And so was like, hey, would you guys have any objection to using it? I was like, no, not at all. I'd love to eventually see, maybe the portals get this utilized a little bit more. Got the stream notification. I hope so. Awesome. It's good. First time dual streaming. Currently showing off some things. But yeah, so it's undergone a couple of color revamps and stuff. Appreciate it. We've undergone a couple of color revamps. Arzor, the lead, I guess you could say, server manager, primary go-to person. Got that all switched up. Switched the colors to purple and gold. I figure if I'm on the server, might as well try and entice a few others. They said every time they see me online, I'm streaming. Omni, what is up, my dude? Glad to see we got some more folks coming in from the YouTubes. Got that working. Happy to check it out sometime when we're both on and get a proper tour. But yeah, so lovely little build there we got going on. That got imported in, and then Zur covered up, make it look like more like a mountain. Over here we have our shopping district. Again, courtesy of Zor. It's really cool because the plugin. So everybody starts off with a 5x5 if they want to shop, and then the idea was eventually, as shops are stocked, maintained, things of that nature, we would give people the permission to be able to get a bigger shop area. That way, it doesn't become smothered with shops that aren't running anymore. But this is I got an admin view here. But so essentially, they'd have the items in there, have it set up for whatever they want to trade for. So it's not restricted to diamonds. If you're looking for a specific thing, you could have that. Stifler's Cafe owner. So lovely chap. Boss for me over at Gamer Safer. But it's a custom plugin we developed. So that way it's more of like a barter system, which I think is fantastic. I'm doing great, Omni. How are you? I am fantastic. Had some free time, decided up on the server, then decided to do some streaming. And that was all originally a mushroom island, just like this one, just a bit smaller. I didn't want to take this huge one because I felt it wouldn't be fair to others if they wanted to use a mushroom island. So it's awesome. It looks like maybe a few people started building on here together. I'm not sure. Used to be a couple of people's base. How are you doing, Omni? Things going well for you? Man, it feels like we're going so slow, even with the rockets. That right. So this whole island used to be mushroom base, and then down below was my first base because I was just gonna make the spawn island look nice. That was kind of my initial goal while playing on here. And then Wifey started playing, and so she did the original build for the house, for the greenhouse. I helped place blocks and stuff, but she did the design work and stuff like that. Really cool. Let's get back to doing her diggy digs. And this is what I've been doing for the most part. Not this. I've been doing it all manually. Somebody else had tried to use that carpet bomb technique. But this big hole you see here, this is going to be our gunpowder farm. This has been a multi-year project, multiple people helping out here and there, give you a bit of a sense of scale. Omni says, doing good. I'm getting over being sick all weekend. Oh, so many people not feeling great over the weekend. So that was very fun use of my time. Yeah, I bet. I bet you loved that, buddy. Hopefully you're on the recovery. Heard from a few others not feeling so great over the weekend. That's just unfortunate. Not a great way to spend the weekend, unfortunately. Sorry to hear that, but it's good to see you, buddy. How was Flazerty's stream? I assume that's where you were prior. I saw them streaming. Flaz is a fantastic dude. And you guys know what we gotta do. Those of you been here for a minute. We gotta share that love with the greatest walrus around. Let's find it real quick. Boom, there we go. So there you go. Another fantastic creator, Minecraft primarily, if not exclusively. I'm quite potentially exclusively Minecraft. I'm not for sure. But I know Create has been one of the recent projects. Apologize if it's been more than just Minecraft and I'm just being a derp. Nice. I hope that was good. Hope Flaz is doing good. Flaz is another fantastic creator. Wonderful chap. Highly entertaining. Great seeing so many awesome peeps in here. Oh, no problem, Avni. No problem. We gotta spread the love. We're all here because we like Minecraft and chill vibes. So, you know, gotta make sure everybody knows where they can get some content, especially the way I stream. We all know that's not the most active thing in the world, so gotta make sure you're all able to find good content, even when your boy hopes ain't around to provide it. Let's see, what else do we want to dump off here? Boom. We don't want any of this. Hang on to. Boom. Man, I'm gonna have to get these emptied soon. Oh, okay. Now let's see, what do we got? Gravel and tough. Is there a set for that? Gravel, right there. Perfect. Alternative stones, I feel like might go under tough. Haven't done anything else yet. That's alright. That's alright. We love our Minecraft content. That's pretty much, for the longest time, that was exclusively like what I watched. It didn't matter how big of a fan I was. If you weren't making Minecraft, I didn't watch. But with time, I've learned to broaden my horizons as I've become more friends with the creators I watch, like yourself and Gumstitch, and Crow was in here earlier, and May. I've learned to go ahead and check out other stuff and watch more for the creator than the content. But there was a time it was, you know, if you even did modded Minecraft, I was like, nope, I don't play that. I don't care. But I found that it limits you too much. There's so many awesome creators doing. Go figure. My inventory is full. Give me my cookie. Cookie. That's what you get here for voting. You get a cookie. I think that's just a great one. I like to hang on to those cookies. Kind of a play on the whole, what, you want a cookie for that concept? So I think that's just a lovely little reward. We didn't want to do anything too, you know, quote unquote pay to win. Though, thanks to work, I can't stand that term because nobody ever uses it correct. Everybody thinks everything is pay to win, and they're almost never correct when they call something pay to win. We even had to come up with a definition to go with just to avoid such complications. But that's alright, you know, that's part of the community. Everybody's got an opinion. They're welcome to share it. Even wrong opinions. I joke. Alright, let's see. Boom. Get that consolidated there. Did we pull that flesh? Okay, we did. Let's throw that there. We'll throw that there. Seems like we got quite a few mob drops in there. Pull that. Let's pull that. I should throw the valuables up in here. Pull that. We got whole shulkers of taters. Why do we have taters? Oh, is that wise? Okay, that makes sense. Then the tater shulkers are full. Let's pull those. Pull that. And pull that. Okay, and then we'll dump all... Oh, we just pulled that. Dump this stuff in here. They did not dump those. This is what we use to teleport to each other. So that way it's not totally free. There is a cost, but it's not ridiculous. And you get a few handed to you for just joining the server and starting out. So not terrible. Good. I still have. Cool. All right. Now let's go home end. Ender? No, homes. E-grinder. There we go. It's been so long. I couldn't remember what I had named. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. For a second there, I thought it wasn't working. I was like, no! Don't tell me it got deactivated. How am I going to fix my tools? That'd be so sad. Let's throw that in the offhand. I don't see it going up. Okay, no, it's got mending. There we go, there we go. It's just being a little slow. Little slow, that's okay. They can deal with that. Hey, stop whacking me, you jerks. Munch some pork chop real quick. And this was built courtesy of Arzor. So much love to him. I understand there is a technically better one with a proper dump system set up, but I've never bothered swapping my home set. So I still use the OG one. It's good enough for my needs. I don't need nothing super special or fancy. I do one day, though, want to get a Guardian farm built on here. I think that would be lovely. Certainly make things a lot easier and quicker. Almost. Come on, just a little bit. A little bit more. Come on, guys. Give me that XP. Chop it up. We're almost there. There we go. Thank you, thank you. Let's pull that. Throw that up there. Let's get this one paired up. Once I get more consistent, I'll have to get my pickaxe regimen back up. I like having 4 or 5 quality picks for working. Usually projects aren't even as big as that gunpowder farm is for me, but just so I don't have to do this as often. I like having 4 or 5 Silk Touch, Netherite picks, and then 1 or 2 Fortune, just for when I need a Fortune, then good to have a good backup, you know, in case something happens. We'll let a few of them drop down. And then, of course, there's these pesky XP orbs don't want to come in. Ooh, I like that catalog feature. That's nifty. You can tell I'm great about staying up to date what's going on with the server. That's alright. We're making progress, slowly but surely. We're getting there. Gotta create a plot world, but for the most part, you know, resource overworld nether. Keep it pretty vanilla-y. I like that. Works good for me. I enjoy the base game still. I know a lot of people have their gripes or give it. Oh, who's seen the movie? Anybody here seen the movie? Don't drop spoilers. I'm sure not everybody's seen it. Or anybody even interested? Or are you guys like, no, don't care. Minecraft movie, hot garbage, looks terrible, boo. I loved it myself. We went opening weekend. I thought it was great. Coworker of mine asked me to describe it in 3 words without spoilers. Uh-oh. We having problems again? Oh, lovely. What'd you think, Omni? Did you like it? Yay, nay? Scale of 1 to 10. 1 being terrible, 10 being fantastic. I loved it. I didn't walk in expecting it to be, you know, something crazy. Oh yeah, yeah. Opening weekend. I I went, wifey went, and then a friend of ours and her two younger siblings went. We all went. So I say it's Jumanji meets Minecraft. That's kind of how I see it. I think it was really well done for what it is. You know, it's a kids game. It's a kids movie. I think it had some funny innuendos for adults in there. You didn't need to be familiar with the game. Join mine house. Oh, it's saying it's offline. There we go. Cool. Gumstitch says first trailer had me interested. The second trailer showed it for what it was, a dumbed down kids movie with a Minecraft skin. So I'm not gonna bother seeing it. That's totally valid. That's totally valid. I get that. He said I liked it, but there were bits that really bugged me. Yep, I feel that way. There were. I wouldn't even, for me personally, I wouldn't say that bugged me. I'd say they're, oh, jerks. No. No, 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 no. Please. Oh, look how close the stuff is to the end. No. No. We got one good pick. We got our helmet back. Oh. Oh, I'm gonna be so sad. Like how they kind of had to explain everything. Yeah, I feel like a lot of that stuff shouldn't have been explained. Maybe that's because I'm already familiar. And maybe it would have ruined the experience for those not familiar. Come on, I see you, pick. Ah, oh, why? What is going on? I already told wifey I will be buying the movie when it comes out, but I mean, I do recognize I'm pretty diehard go Minecraft, even when I don't necessarily absolutely agree with things. I'm still pretty hugely happy with it. That's the thing. 90% of the hard games are familiar with it. Spelling it out is talking down to the audience. Yeah. Timed out. Why? But yeah, so you can jump pad over to the different books, the different portals. Yep. I get that. Is this not a functional portal? Maybe not. Rip. I think those are some valid criticisms. For me, my biggest hope is what? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. No. Oh. Well, let's see. Is that a flukes? Or is that the dealio? We will find out. Yeah, I think there's definitely stuff that could have been done better. My hope and goal going into it was that it does good enough, personally, that they keep iterating. Nobody cares that we received 100 minutes. Whatever. Is that showing in the chats too? Okay, cool. That looks like that's just a me message. Fantastic. I'm fine with that then. Join. Um, what I was saying is my big hope with it was that it would do good enough that they keep iterating. I'd love to see another Minecraft movie, even if it's not a sequel. That's fine. I don't care. what I want to see is them keep making movies in the Minecraft universe, or involving the Minecraft universe, and just getting better, doing better with it. That's my big thing. I know even before the movie came out, I had heard that there was a deal with Netflix. Thank you, Rebel JC. Dig Straight Down, fantastic podcaster. Short podcast episodes 3 times a week, exploring future updates, possible updates, things we'd want to see updated, how they could update it, that type of thing. Go check it out. But he had mentioned that there was a Netflix special, like a short series, supposed to be occurring. Let me drop this over here. Boom, boom, boom. Sorry, I just dropped a comment in the Discord to see if I can get some support on what in the world's going on, if it's a Minehouse thing or if it's a Mine Hut thing. I did summer they're working on another one. Cool. So that's my biggest hope is like Pokemon or anything of that nature, with the thousands of movies and stuff, and it not always all being interconnected or whatever. That's good enough with me. I just want to see more stuff. I want to see them reach a point where they'll make, like, my ultimate high hope, quote unquote, if you will, would be to okay. Let's check this out. Yeah, I'd say like heading in that direction, highest hope would be that we get to see a movie or a show or something of that nature that's geared towards the adult fans, or not even necessarily like, I'm not talking like R-rated thing, but like a PG-13 level Minecraft movie, something for the older teenagers, the adults who play the game. I would love to see something along those lines. I think that would be awesome. So that would be like my highest hope. Yeah, exactly. Something for the the OG audience, the people who discovered the game at an older age, whatever the case may be. I would love to see them get to a point where they've made enough money from the kids genre that they're willing to do, even if it's more of a B budget type movie. That's fine with me. Oh, pardon me. So sorry. That would be totally fine with me. I'd have no issue with that. That's the direction I would like to see things go. Do I just pull this out? How does this work? Nope, I'm good with the loot. Let's see, essence bundle. Okay. And we'll just toss that up there. I have no idea what to do with any of that. Boom. Quest menu, repeatable quest, daily quest. Obtain 1,000 fishing experience. Okay, but I don't have a fishing rod. I don't understand. This is Dungeon Dodge. It's another server on Minecraft. Cranky Calamari, Crafting Mantis. They are both big fans of it. Done a lot of playing here, so I figured, you know what? Having some issues with Minehouse. Not sure what's going on. Let's check something else out. Pray grant me some peace. I am occupied with matters of great importance. Okay. Okay, I guess he doesn't want to talk to us. Whatever. So I figured I'd poke over here. We don't got much time left. Maybe 10 minutes or so. And see if I can't figure it out. Because what I want to do is maybe see if I can get those two to let me join them one of these days. I know Mantis does some Saturday streams. I don't know if Cranky does anything on Saturdays or when they do their collabs, but be fun. Maybe get a few people together and do like a big giant group co-stream, you know. But I've never really paid super strict attention to what they're doing. They pretty much know what they're doing, so you know they bounce right on around. Adventure Sister. Okay, I have no idea what that is. But yeah, so I mostly just, you know, more shows, more movies, just more content in general. You know, like I love Dungeons. I thought Dungeons was great for what it was. Legends, I didn't get too far into it. I want to give that another go. Tim Stifler had mentioned that he enjoyed it, so I want to give it another shot and see if maybe I just, you know, didn't play it enough. Maybe I was just too much expecting that Age of Empires style of content. Maybe that's the problem. I'd like to see them keep, you know, branching out, doing stuff like that. I think Minecraft Earth was a fantastic concept. I think the biggest challenge is there. I've been mining my whole life. Cool. I found many rare minerals before the caves became hostile and I was forced to flee. I remember hearing growls from some large winged creature echoing in the distance. Anyway, I'm sure an adventurer such as yourself will be better equipped to handle such dangers. Here, take my old pickaxe. Cool. That makes me wonder, do we have any daily quests about XP maybe? Quest menu. Daily quests. Fisherman, miner, 10,000. Okay, but that's a 2, right? Dungeon Explorer. Yep. Obtain 1,000 mining experience. Okay, cool. That shouldn't be too hard, right? Maybe I can't mine that yet. I'm supposed to mine this? Ah, okay. Minecraft Earth could have been great, but they just put in the bare minimum effort, so it's kind of janky. Okay. See, my issue there was that none of the phones I ever had were ever high-end enough to allow me to play. So I was never able to download it and experience it myself. I could only see it from other people's perspectives. Skill tree mining. Let's check this out. What do we got here? Where are we starting at the mining? But grants mining speed. Unlock cost. You have enough skill points. Okay. Fortune grants 0 mining fortune. Why do I want 0 mining grants? 0 mining hits when attacking mining mob. That makes no sense. Oh, but that doesn't give any mining speed either. Oh, okay. There we go. Then it shows level 1 of 100. Okay. Interesting. Maybe we should do some of these as well. Oh, don't have no skill points anymore. Okay. That's fine. Can we get coal now? No. That's the other thing. They aim too high end. See, I wonder, like, if that wasn't part of the resource requirement, though. Like, did they intentionally do that, or is that just, you know, what they had to do to make it run because of the technology involved? I'm curious. Yeah. That's the thing, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'd like to see them keep trying. Yeah, no worries, Omni. About to be getting out of here soon anyways ourselves to make some food. Thank you so much for stopping by, buddy. It was great to see you. I hope you're taking care of yourself and doing good. Really appreciate it. Hope you have something yummy planned. But yeah, that's my point is, you know, whether it's Earth or if it's Legends or Dungeons, I just want to see them keep exploring and keep iterating and learning from the mistakes. Like with Earth, you know, that was janky apparently. You know, it wasn't great for all systems. which locked out a lot of the player base. Legends, a lot of people thought were expecting more like a real-time strategy, Age of Empires type vibe, and that wasn't the experience they got. So, you know, the communication in those regards, I'd like to see, you know, be improved. Considering really similar games were on mobile for 6-7 years before they even tried to kind of done with power requirements. Okay, so the only other thing that I can think of similar would be like Pokemon Go. But that wasn't really building. That was, you know, and you could turn off the augmented reality aspects. But I'm also not super familiar with mobile games for the most part. I've dabbled a little here and there, but I haven't done much. So totally possible that's also just my own ignorance. Mining skill tree, is that what it was? Skill tree mining. There we go. Just bump these up because I have no idea where I should be focused then. Okay, cool. Let's see. Can we get a new one? Pokemon Go, Ingress, Run, and Empire, all sorts of things. Cool. Sounds like you know a lot better about it than I did. So then, yeah, you know, if all that was possible, then, you know, they should really look into making a better performance with such things. If others are having no issues with it, that's just ridiculous. Essence Shop. Okay, looks like there's nothing there for us. Oh, absolutely. I think it's really cool. Personally, I never did the augmented reality with oh, and apparently I already had some stuff. I did not know that. I usually kept it off just because I didn't feel the need for it. I wasn't interested. There's got to be somebody I can buy a better pick from. Whatever. Worry about it another time. Maybe I'll shoot out and reach out, shoot them a message, ask them about it. But I'm not surprised by that, Gum. You seem pretty keen on getting better stuff and moving up the world of games. Not moving up, exploring different types of games. You know, the VR games, the mobile games. Seems like you're pretty quick to try out new games and new concepts. There's a gold ring you get from someone somehow with it. Sometimes trying to read these public chats is just like, what? But it is that time. I do got to get scooting. Let's just come over here and show off the lovely new fruity lobby for Minehaus, because why not promote work? Yep. So for anybody who doesn't know, is not familiar, I work for Gamer Safer, internet technology, gaming related safety company, and this is our new spring lobby. Got a lovely little parkour there. This let me make sure. I believe around here. Oh, that's cool. I don't remember seeing that. Somewhere around here, we got some nifty stuff. This is a build Cape Craft. So they built this to get featured. We had a little contest, invited a few people to build a lobby. Almost said contest, that was not this. So that's pretty awesome. This one over here was from Leon MC, and they have NPCs you can go up and it'll send you straight to their server, which is a lovely little feature there. There's some apples you can run around and find to get a strawberry shield, helping the Boop Arena. This is what I was looking for. Future news. We worry about tomorrow, so you can worry about today. These stories may be fun, but remember, they aren't true. That's an important tidbit there. Got a little info box. What is future news? Sometimes we just want to be a little silly. quote-unquote future news is a fake news story generator focusing around the Minehut community. Each news item is randomly generated like Mad Libs and is completely fake. Have fun, but don't take it seriously. After much anticipation, ZRMC revealed the free server hosting update can now summon miniature dancing dragons. There we go. Let's click it. Rosabelle continues to debate whether free server hosting are more fun with rubber duck sound effects or fireworks. So it just creates these fun little goofy things. Rosabelle is one of the Minehut mods. Dragonette64 again, Minehut mod, celebrated the new update which transferred light skies into a magical realm of jelly beans and happiness. So just a fun little thing there for the players, people on, just to poke. I love it. I think it's a great little, it's such a small thing, you know, it's not super in depth. The complexity, I'm sure, behind the coding and all that, I'm sure there's more to it there, but it's not like it's huge or, you know, overwhelming. And it just adds a little bit of humor. I love that. I think that's great. This is another new feature we have. Rose and Beans job board. Looking for work or looking for staff? Your future awaits. The Minehut job board, also known as the Rose and Beans job board, is where Minecraft servers and players can go to post job openings or show off their portfolio skills. But there are a few things you should know before you start. Blah, 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 blah. So, looking for work, view verified listings. This is brand new, so obviously we don't have much. Seek network, looking for professional builders. And so there's just a nice little way for people, instead of just sitting out in chat, looking for people or whatever, they can go there and do that and then post it, and then, you know, it'll last a little bit longer. Some cosmetics you can get, a little person there help you do that. That's awesome. I haven't even seen that yet. And then this is our boop arena. So you gotta try to last in here. As you can see, my fly automatically deactivated. I got a knockback stick. Got some chickens. When I landed on that pressure plate there, shot me up. This one puts me in a boat. Up, and the lobby closed. But yeah, so just a few fun little things there. But thank you so much, Gumstitch, Obni, anybody else who's still lurking about. Really appreciate y'all coming out and saying hi. This has been a fantastic time. I've enjoyed myself greatly. I am High Hopes, and thank you so much. Y'all take care, be good to each other, and see you another time.